season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. First of 3 on this Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to everybody. And remember, you got 2 more after this. We're followed here by the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then tonight, a good one out in the desert, the Bucks and Cards from Glendale. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10. Again, now the man from Utah, this is Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now a throw. Got Dobbs over the middle, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. And they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing left side, Watson has it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Going to the air on the opening drive. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he's going to dive and be marked down on a play that really turns out bad for this offense. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
That makes no sense. You've got to understand your situations. You're in a goal-to-go situation, and instead you're dancing around, and instead of staying at least where you were, you end up losing yards for your team.
First down, 88. On 2nd and goal. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert this? take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until they
Yeah, keep right there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially if it's mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
He's got it. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
6-0 our score after one. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Play action. Now Rodgers. They'll roll it out right. They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention. Because now he's so everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
4 yards on the pickup. There's a lead about 4 You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now it's Rodgers. He's going to be sacked. Back to the 23-yard line. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The kick by Crosby is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Ready.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Set.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long.
Set. Set.
Here's Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That'll give him 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Black Ultra. White. White. Set.
Down Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to put it away on 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here is away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And just not able to get 3. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the run.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
I got him. Let's go.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They take the give. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. To the 46. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Rodgers. And Watson has it right side. He's got room at the 30, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch. Picked up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, in by Watson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last carries, it moves right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And again, it's Rodgers. Trying to improvise. And eventually taking the lead here. Great coverage downfield. Christian Wilkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. He can continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance to win this game.
Well, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He picked that one up in the end zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Back north. Hey, 88, 88, 88.
Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter.
Shot, 17.
Offensively, they want to play this.
Quad red.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take
Ready?
it.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Ready up.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready.
Play action. Here's 2. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here we go. Set.
Threat of a second straight punt to start the game is
Roger,
moving as they
six.
come up 3rd and 10.
Deal. Black.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Ready. You. Yellow. Red. Cycle. Steel blue. Cut.
Turner set no shot to throw it in. He'll buy some, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up.
Set. Ready.
Draft for a huge loss.
Real green.
Hot water now after that.
Set up.
It's 2nd and 21. And it gets into the hands of Hill, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to be.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On the set.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Black shot. Cut.
Into the air. Tagovailoa. Got a man coming into Cedric Wilson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go now.
They just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Flag blue. Red, yellow. 6, red, green jack.
3rd and 1 and 2 wants to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they're going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
It's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. Catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite the lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production.
And he'll take this one. Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Let's do it. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Here we go.
The
Here we go.
Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD.
Smash,
Trying
red.
by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline is
Hey.
taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Come on, set.
Break from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Black Ultra. White, white.
Pass to him. On the right side, open is Gesicki. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And
Here we
a
go.
lot of teams do. They'll double him, use a
Blue
linebacker
strike.
underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner. Maybe they'll throw a corner. He's a bigger guy. And put him on a man-to-man.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Douglas picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number. I just think of center field. When I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out.
26.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, take 26.
On the right side by Jones. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
I feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense put pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is... Here's Jones. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's standing up 2. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3.
Ready, ready. Long
First
red.
down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And here we are almost through
Classic
3 quarters
six.
of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
They're not even over 100 yards yet. And it's
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering the receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half. Into the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. We are off to the fourth quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Check 26, check 26.
Over.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
That's to his running back, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 6. Try the right side of Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Welcome to the NFL.
6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sure as this one. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
following the hold. They're in a bit of a hole here in the first
Steal.
and 20.
Lock. Ready.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Giving.
right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them out of the game. Right now, I think they want to show the world up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window, you got to get
Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Throwing on second and 8. Rodgers. And it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 40. Then it's a huge return as he brings his all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield?
Down.
That's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Let's go. You yell it. Red cycle. Cut.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion in the end zone. That gets the lead a bit further. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now they've seen here enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And here we get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes 24 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands you're going to get the national guy right at the quarterback.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Noah Igbenogany that time up to make the play defensively. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And it's Jones. And he'll go down, but not before he is inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel. Came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Green Bay, it's a good form as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.